Hello, dear friends. As a doctor who's worked with seniors for many years, I want to speak to you today from the heart. This isn't just another medical lecture. This is something I urgently want you to understand. Many of you may be experiencing some changes in your vision as you get older, and it's easy to assume that it's just a part of aging. Maybe the sunlight feels too bright, faces seem blurrier, or reading has become more tiring. You might think, well, I don't spend too much time on screens or reading, so it's just age. But what if I told you that the real problem may not be age at all, and it's not even an eye disease you need to worry about? No, the culprit could be sitting right there on your plate, in the form of common vegetables. I've seen it too many times. Healthy seniors, otherwise doing well, suddenly start losing their vision. And it's happening quietly, almost unnoticed. One woman even told me that she could no longer recognize her grandson's face in the morning light. Her eyesight wasn't fading due to any disease or illness. No, it was caused by vegetables she had been eating every day, prepared the way she had always done. I want to save you from this. It's not too late. Let me walk you through 5 vegetables that you need to stop eating, starting right now. If you want to keep your vision, stay independent, and make the most of every precious moment you can still see, then listen carefully. Before we dive into the details, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss more health tips just for you. And if you find this video helpful, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, drop a 0 to let me know how I can improve. 1. Spinach leftovers, a hidden danger. Spinach has long been thought of as a healthy vegetable, especially for older adults. It's green, it's soft when cooked, and it's packed with iron. We often find it in omelets, soups, pasta dishes, and even creamy casseroles passed down through the generations. But there's something most people don't know about spinach. The spinach you left in your fridge and reheated for lunch may be slowly damaging your eyes, and you might not even realize it. When spinach is cooked and then stored overnight in the fridge, something happens. It naturally contains nitrates, and once it's cooled and reheated, those nitrates convert into nitrites. These nitrites can lead to oxidative stress in your body. Simply put, they can harm the tiny blood vessels that feed your retina. Over time, this damage can cause macular degeneration, blurred vision, difficulty adjusting to bright light, and even a gradual, painless loss of vision. I've seen patients in their late 70s who never touched smartphones, never read in the dark, and never had diabetes, yet their vision started to fade inexplicably. When we looked closely at their eating habits, one common factor stood out. They often reheated spinach dishes several times a week. They did it to save time, save money, or avoid wasting food. And I get it. We all try not to waste food, especially something as innocent as a bowl of sautéed spinach. But here's the important question. Is a scoop of leftovers worth risking your ability to see the faces of those you love? The real danger as we age isn't just about losing things. Sometimes it's about unknowingly giving things up by holding on to habits that don't serve us anymore. And if reheating spinach is causing this harm, just imagine what could be happening with raw kale in your morning smoothie. The answer might surprise you. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, please type 1 below to let me know you're on this journey with me. Let's protect our vision together. 2. Raw kale, it's not always so green. Kale has become a go-to food in the wellness world. You see it everywhere, in smoothies, salads, and even as a crispy snack. It's known for being packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Many of us, especially older adults, include kale in our daily routines, hoping it'll keep us sharp and healthy. But what if I told you that your daily green smoothie might actually be harming your eyes? Here's why. Raw kale contains a compound called oxalates. These are natural substances that bind to key minerals like calcium and zinc. These minerals are essential for keeping your eyes healthy, particularly in the retina and macula, areas crucial for clear central vision. But when oxalates bind to calcium and zinc, they form crystals that your body can't absorb properly. This means your eyes aren't getting the nutrients they need to stay strong. I've had patients who lead a healthy lifestyle, no smoking, regular exercise, plenty of water. Yet, they come in complaining about eye fatigue, blurry vision, or difficulty seeing clearly in bright light. When I ask about their diet, many proudly tell me, "I drink a kale smoothie every morning." They never imagined that something so green and healthy could cause problems. But here's the good news: kale still has value. The key is cooking it. Steaming or sautéing kale breaks down the oxalates, making the nutrients more available to your body. If you've been adding raw kale to your smoothies every day, it might be time to rethink that habit. After all, if a healthy, leafy green like kale can block the nutrients your eyes rely on, what else might be lurking in your kitchen? 3. Pickled vegetables, delicious but dangerous. Next up, let's talk about pickled vegetables. Whether it's a tangy dill pickle with your sandwich, a bit of sauerkraut with your bratwurst, or pickled beets in a salad, these foods remind us of family barbecues and traditions. They have a sharp, vibrant flavor that we all enjoy. But did you know they could be slowly damaging your vision? Pickled vegetables are loaded with salt, more than you might think. A single serving can contain hundreds of milligrams of sodium, far more than your eyes and blood vessels can handle, especially as we age. Too much salt can raise blood pressure, and more specifically, it puts strain on the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, especially those in the retina. Over time, this strain weakens the walls of those vessels, leading to conditions like microbleeds, blurred vision, and even hypertensive retinopathy, a condition many older adults don't even realize they have until it's too late. But it's not just the salt. Many commercial pickles also contain preservatives and artificial colors, which are linked to inflammation and oxidative stress. These substances can damage not just your eyes, but your entire circulatory system, including the blood flow to your brain. If you've been enjoying pickles regularly, thinking, "It's just a little snack, it can't hurt," it might be time to reconsider. Pickles may seem like a harmless treat, but when you look at the long-term effects, they might be dulling your sharpness, both in your sight and your mind. I'm sharing this information not to scare you, but to empower you. It's all about balance. By making small changes to your diet, like cooking kale and cutting back on pickles, you can help preserve your vision and improve your overall health. It's never too late to start taking care of your eyes. If you're finding this information helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment 1 below to let me know you're with me on this journey toward better health. 4. Garlic, powerful, but use caution. Garlic is a well-loved staple in kitchens around the world, especially here in the US. It's not just a flavorful ingredient, but has also been praised for its health benefits. It's known as a heart protector, a cholesterol fighter, and even a natural blood purifier. And while garlic does have impressive properties, too much of a good thing can turn into a hidden danger, especially for seniors. You see, garlic acts as a natural blood thinner. This might sound like a good thing, especially if you're concerned about heart health or the risk of stroke. However, thinning the blood too much can lead to tiny internal bleeds, particularly in delicate areas like your eyes. The retina has fragile capillaries that are thinner than a human hair. As we age, these blood vessels become even more delicate. So when you add garlic, whether raw or in supplement form, to blood-thinning medications like aspirin or warfarin, you can increase the risk of problems such as floaters, blurry vision, and even sudden flashes of light in your eyesight. Many seniors I've spoken to have described seeing through smoke or experiencing brief, unexpected flashes, not realizing that garlic, which they thought was helping their circulation, could be causing these disruptions. Balance is everything. A clove of garlic in your pasta sauce? Great. But drinking a garlic smoothie every morning or taking extra garlic supplements, that's where things can go wrong. Your eyes need nourishment, not too much of one thing. So next time you reach for that garlic supplement, ask yourself, is this helping me or quietly straining my health? 5. Canned corn. Convenient, but harmful for your vision. Now, let's talk about canned corn. It's warm, sweet, and golden, perfect for family meals, from Thanksgiving casseroles to everyday dinners. For many of us, canned corn feels familiar, convenient, and safe. But behind that sweetness is a quiet truth. Canned corn might be damaging your eyesight without you even realizing it. Unlike fresh or frozen corn, canned corn undergoes heavy processing. This means it loses much of its natural nutrition, especially two important antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients are essential for protecting your retina, as they help filter out harmful blue light and prevent age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. By relying on canned corn, you're getting calories without the eye protection your vision desperately needs. To make matters worse, most canned corn is packed with added sodium and sugar, often under labels like seasoned or sweet kernel. High sodium can increase pressure in the eyes, putting strain on the optic nerve, while extra sugar contributes to inflammation. This inflammation can silently damage not just your vision, but your overall health. I've heard from seniors who say, "It's just corn. What harm can it do?" But small daily habits can have lasting effects on our health. The most innocent-seeming foods sometimes do the most damage. So, before you open that next can, try choosing fresh or frozen corn instead. It's a simple change that could help preserve your ability to read, drive, and recognize the faces you love. Protect your eyes and health. The vegetables you should be eating. Hello, friends. After learning about the vegetables that might be harming your eyesight, I'm sure you're wondering, what should I be eating to protect my vision and keep my body strong? The great news is, the answers aren't hidden away in expensive supplements or faraway health stores. The best foods for your eyes, heart, and mind are right there at your local grocery store, or maybe even in your own garden. Let's start with a classic: carrots. We've all heard how good they are for our eyes. Carrots are packed with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. This nutrient is essential for keeping your retina healthy and improving your night vision. Next, let's talk about red bell peppers. They might not be as famous as some other vegetables, but they're a hidden gem. Red bell peppers are full of vitamin C and antioxidants. These nutrients reduce inflammation and help strengthen the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. Then, there's kale. When cooked gently, kale becomes a powerhouse of lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients act like natural sunglasses for your retina, protecting it from harmful blue light and helping prevent macular degeneration, a common issue for older adults. And don't forget the humble tomato. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that fights oxidative stress in your eyes and helps keep your heart and brain healthy too. These vegetables aren't just trendy. They're backed by science, and they're ready to support your health every day. But it's not just about eating vegetables. It's about eating the right ones and preparing them the right way. For example, cooking them properly can bring out their best nutrients, while eating them the wrong way can reduce their benefits. How you eat and when you eat matters as much as what's on your plate. Taking care of your eyes. A matter of choice. As we age, it's important to become more intentional with our choices, especially when it comes to our health. Growing older doesn't mean losing our vision. It means being wiser with every decision we make, from what we eat to how we cook. The vegetables we've discussed today are incredibly nutritious when prepared and eaten the right way. But when we overcook them or rely on processed versions, we can slowly harm our health, including our eyes, mind, and heart. Our eyesight is about more than just reading or driving. It's about seeing the smiles of our grandchildren, watching the changing seasons, and recognizing the faces of the people we love. That kind of clarity is something worth protecting. It's never too late to make a change, whether it's swapping out a harmful meal for a healing one or being more mindful of how we prepare our food. Small shifts in your habits can make a big difference. Your vision is a reward of wisdom. Good vision isn't just a gift from youth. It's something you earn through wise choices and self-care as you age. If this message resonated with you, share it with others. Help someone else protect their vision before it's too late. When we protect our eyes, we don't just see the world, we stay connected to it. Let's embrace these truths together. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned from this video that you plan to apply in your own life? Let's support each other on this journey to better health. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment with a 1. If not, feel free to share your thoughts. Your feedback is always appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life fully and on your own terms.